borrowed light, a silent film. In the fading night, I'm tuning in, but the picture slips. Another satellite passing through my atmosphere. A slow dissolve, a voice I almost hear. We're just strangers in the same blue glow, orbiting a truth we'll never know. Another satellite. Static constellations, a language without sound. You're just a silhouette that my frequencies have found. Drowning in the murmur of 1,000 phantom streams. You're the brightest static in this kingdom of my dreams. And the air grows thick with a borrowed light, a silent film. In the fading night, I'm tuning in, but the picture slips. Another satellite passing through my atmosphere. A slow dissolve, a voice I almost hear. We're just strangers in the same blue glow, orbiting a truth we'll never know. Another satellite.
The colors seem to bleed a different way now. Cerulean deepens in the bay now. The salted stings a little less upon my skin. The silent space you left, I'm breathing in. And the weight I wore like a second coat, it just dissolved, a whispered note, floating on the humid afternoon air.
And it's a strange kind of calm, a different song in the dawn. The world isn't great.
Smiling at a slow-moving train. No shadow at my heel, no phantom in the hall, just the quiet hum beyond the wall. And the memories, they don't twist and ache, they're just Polaroids in the wake, fading to a comfortable shade of blue.
You were a season of relentless rain, a beautiful, draining, sweet kind of pain. I wrapped myself in the storm you wore, but the clouds have drifted to another shore. Different song in the dawn. The world isn't great, it's just rearranged.
Yeah, the light finds its way through the blinds, tracing patterns on my mind. We don't know why, can't explain the storm,
but everything is brighter when you're gone. Sunset stains the sidewalk, a watercolor bleed. My dress is catching currents from a slow departing breeze. The days last fever breaking in a murmur on my skin. This is when the quiet and the letting go begin. The world softens its edges, turns the volume down to blue. And I feel the pull of something that the daylight never knew. So I'm dancing with shadows on the warm concrete, following their lengthening, their slow and sweet retreat. Moving to a rhythm only silence understands. Dancing with shadows, reaching for their fading hands. A silent celebration on an almost empty street. Just the pulse of coming night, the whisper of my feet. A neon sign flickers on, a slow and blushing glow. Casts a second silhouette I didn't know I could know. It mirrors every motion, but it changes all the shapes. A partner made of maybe and of all my own escapes. The world's a liquid ballet, dipping into indigo, and I lose myself in steps this deeper spectrum wants to show. And I'm dancing with shadows on the warm concrete, following their lengthening, their slow and sweet retreat. Moving to a rhythm only silence understands. Dancing with shadows, reaching for the fading hands. Silent celebration on an almost empty street. Just the pulse of coming night, place that the daylight keeps.
Stopped at a stand with peeling pain. Drank something sweet that tasted like the sky. Yeah, the future's a vague and distant saint. We just waved as we drove on by. The road unwound like a faded ribbon. Your laughter mixed with the engine's drum. In this temporary sacred ribbon, I finally felt alone, together and known. And there's dust on the dashboard, writing stories in the late sun. We're not asking for forevermore, just this run, just this one. Dust on the dashboard, a soft focus sign. We left the lines and the landmarks behind for a feeling this fine. Was it only a day? It stretches in my mind like taffy, a blur of green and weathered gray. And your profile steady. The engine cools with a ticking size. The evening pulls its navy sheet. The moment won't quite say goodbye, it just hums in the retreat. 'Cause there's dust on the dashboard, still riding the dying sun. We don't ask him for forevermore, just that run, just that one. Dust on the dashboard, our temporary sign. We left the lines and the landmarks behind for a feeling is fine. Feeling is fine. Just that one, just that one on the dashboard.
Caught the last light on a westbound plane, tracing circles on the window pane. All the maps are made of blood and bled, just a compass in my head. Instead, left the lanterns of the city glare for the quiet of the Salt Lake Stare. No more counting every single cost, just a moment briefly lost. And what we had is drifting like a fading coastal town. The structures we imagined are all coming down. We're burning the blueprints on this borrowed shore, watching the embers climb, asking for nothing more. Let the future be a silhouette against the dust we set. We're burning the blueprints and feeling the air change. Your old equations, sweet but incomplete, dissolving rhythms of the summer heat. We spoke in futures tangled up and tight. Now we're whispers in the velvet night. Static fade into a clear pure tone, finding a frequency we've never known. Drawing lines not in the sand, but in the light that stretches out into the night. And what we build is shifting on this temporary ground. The walls are turning into dust without a sound. We're burning the blueprints on this borrowed shore, watching the embers climb, asking for nothing more. Let the future be a silhouette against the dusk we set. We're burning the blueprints and feeling the air change. burning the blueprints on this borrowed shore, watching the embers climb, asking for nothing more. Let the future be a silhouette against the dusk we set. We're burning the blueprints and feeling the air.
The city breathes a slow warm sigh through the window faded high. The walls are holding all this light from a day that's almost out of sight. Your perfume's tangled in the breeze from a fan that turns with lazy ease, and every silent sinking sun leaves a story just begun.
And the traffic's just a distant shore as the floorboards hold a little more of this heat, this quiet space we're in, where the world feels paper thin.
We're painting colors on the ceiling with the sound the evening's feeling. Quiet symphony, a borrowed dream in this apartment's gentle stream. The future's just a passing cloud. We speak our names a little loud just to hear them blend and weave in the air we can't believe.
Across my palm to a rhythm soft and calm. The ice melts slow in glasses left, a philosophy in every drop that's kept. We found a continent right here, in between the couch and fear, mapping cracks along the wall as the shadows grow and fall.
And the satellites are spinning past in a sky that's built to last.
But we've got our own rotation now, a silent, solid, secret vow.
We're painting colors on the ceiling with the sound the evening's feeling.
A quiet symphony, a borrowed dream in this apartment's gentle stream.
The future's just a passing cloud. We speak our names a little loud
just to hear them blend and weave in the air we can't believe.
Did you
silence has a different weight.
It's the space before the next note plays,
and we are the delay.
Streak the corner of my eye, a silent glowing guide. Windows down, the air is sweet with jasmine and concrete, leaving all the static far behind, just the rhythm and the heat. And the city melts to blur, a watercolor of sodium and silver. No map to hold, no turn to make, just the gentle curve of the lake. It's a midnight drive to nowhere, with the constellations in my hair. Let the pavement pull us under, in a spell of silent wonder. Every mile a soft surrender. On this midnight drive to nowhere. The radio plays a forgotten song, a melody that I lean on. Static kisses the edge of the tomb beneath a shy three-quarter moon. Passing houses, sleeping deep, where secrets and dreams are kept. I'm a satellite in a velvet sweep, a promise I haven't met. And the road becomes a stream, a current chasing a half-remembered dream. No final stop, no numbered door, just this feeling, wanting more. It's a midnight drive to nowhere, with the constellations in my ear. Let the pavement pull us under, in a spell of silent wonder. Every mile a soft surrender. On this midnight drive to nowhere. Constellations in my head. Let the pavement pull us under, in a spell of silent wonder. Every mile a soft surrender. On this midnight drive to nowhere. Saw there on the dashboard a map of faded lines. The engines hum the only sound for miles. Your silhouette was dancing in the vapor light, a silent film against the velvet night. And in that quiet space, before the world could start, I found a secret harbor. I mapped it in the dark, the rhythm of the tide pulling from the shore. A promise in the silence left me wanting more than just the afterglow. Now I'm chasing the hollow of your heartbeat in the space between the waves and the shore. A phantom pulse, a melody so incomplete, where your resonance used to be before. And I'm drifting in the hollow of your heartbeat, a tropical storm that's past and gone, leaving just this warm, sweet ache to keep the rhythm playing on and on. Turquoise memory dissolving in my glass. The ice cubes trace the moments that we let pass. We spoke in constellations, in frequency so low, a language that the passing world will never know. It slips like liquid silver through my fingertips, a final taste of summer on my lips. The rhythm of the tide pulling from the shore, a promise in the silence left me wanting more than just the afterglow. Now I'm chasing the hollow of your heartbeat in the space between the waves and the shore. A phantom pulse, a melody so incomplete, where your resonance used to be before. And I'm drifting in the hollow of your heartbeat, a tropical storm that's past and gone, leaving just this warm, sweet ache to keep the rhythm playing on. Now I'm chasing the hollow of your heartbeat in the space between the waves and the shore. An empty shore, a phantom pulse, a melody so incomplete, where your resonance used to be before. And I'm drifting in the hollow of your heartbeat, a tropical storm that's past and gone. You're gone, leaving just this warm, sweet ache to keep the rhythm playing on. You left the gate swinging open wide, a soft invitation to the outside. The map we had, it softly bled in red, drawn in colors by a different hand. And the soil was warm beneath our feet, a silent promise, tender and sweet. We stopped counting all the passing days, let the sunlight the language of the atmosphere. Adapt with light on everything we said. Whispers from the leaves above our head. The fruit was tart, a sudden bright surprise. A flavor born of endless open skies. No careful roads, just life in slow ascent. And the walls we knew just dissolved in green. A quieter truth than we'd ever seen. The air got thicker, sweet with a vow. That's how the garden grew wild. Vines around the compass, nature's child. Paths we didn't plan, a tangled guide. That's how the garden wild. Petals in our hair, the scent of rain on sun-warmed skin, a delicate stain. We lost the plot and found the sky. That's how the garden wild. The sprinkler's rhythm, the fading light, a firefly code in the deepening night. No master plan could ever design this perfect chaos, yours and mine. That's how the garden grew wild. Vines around the compass, nature's child. Paths we didn't plan, a tangled guide. That's how the garden wild grew wild. Grew Day finally let go, a slow exhale. This wooden plank floor still holds the sun. My bare feet trace the boards, familiar and pale, and the cicadas have only just begun. That one stubborn bolt, an amber dome, chasing the shadows back from the lawn. In this quiet, I don't feel so alone, with the dust pulling its soft sweater on. And the air tastes like warm salt and dew. A silent conversation, just me and the view. All the colors are softening, bleeding through. This is the last light on the porch. Slow motion, honeyed spell, where the world forgets to scorch, and there's nothing left to tell. Just the hum of the wires, a distant sound as the deep indigo settles down. Yeah, we're bathing. The last light on the porch. remembers where it began. All the edges are blurring, the great silent plan. This is the last light on the porch. Flow motion, please spell where the world forgets to scorch, and there's nothing left to tell. Just the hum of the wires as a distant sound as the deep indigo settles down. Yeah, we're bathing the last light on the porch now.